And welcome back to another episode of Tutorials. Did you know that the energy cannot be created or destroyed? This is also known as the energy conservation. Let's talk about more of these in this video. And our topic for today is all about the types of energy and energy transformation. Pero bago tayong simula, siguraduhin muna na sagutan na ang pre-test sa iyong learner's packet. At alamin muna natin ang ating mga objectives at the end of this discussion. You will be able to identify the 6 types of energy, be able to use the law of conservation of energy to show how energy transforms as it is used, demonstrated with the flowchart. First off, we must know what is energy. Energy is the ability to do work. Kung walang energy, hindi tayo magiging able ng kagawa ng kahit anong bagay. Example, a moving ball, wind, gasoline, electricity. Any object that has energy has the ability to create force. Example, a moving ball can hit something, pwede siya may matamaan at gumalaw ito, o makagawa siya ng damage kung masyadong malakas. A wind can do an energy, pwede niyang i-bend ang mga puno, paikutin ng mga turbine, ang mga windmills, even gasoline, kayang patakbuhin ang sasakyan. And even electricity that we are using in our home can power up devices such as our gadgets and our appliances. Energy is the ability to do work, sabi nga, or heat objects na rin. And we have different types of energy. We have the electrical energy that we are very familiar because we are using it in our homes. We have the mechanical energy, chemical energy, gravitational energy, radiant energy, nuclear energy, and somehow magnetic energy. And these energies are present in our everyday life. And pag-usapan natin sila isa-isa. We also have types of energy depending on the position or the state nila. We have the kinetic and the potential energy. We'll be talking about this in the next slides. And we have the mechanical energy, radiant energy, electrical, chemical, nuclear, and thermal energy. Sometimes this energy can be named in different names. Iba-iba yung tawag sa kanila, but minsan pareho lang. Nag-iiba lang yung tawag, pero yung energy is just the same. Let's talk about the potential and kinetic energy muna. These are the energy that are being classified in their state o sa kanilang, depende sa kanilang kalagayan o sa state nila. Now, energy that is stored and waiting to be used later is the potential energy. From its name, potential, it is not being used yet. It is being stored at the moment. Hindi pa siya ginagamit. And we have 3 types of potential energy. We have the gravitational potential energy, we have the chemical potential energy, and elastic or compression energy. And these energy again are not being used; they are being stored. They are waiting to be used later. Hindi pa sila nagagamit. For example of these is the gravitational potential energy. Example is this roller coaster. Pag ang roller coaster ay nandun sa pinakaibabaw, at a specific moment in split second, titigil siya, di ba? And then we know that any moment babagsak na siya, bulusok na siya. So that is a gravitational potential energy. That energy is stored based on elevation or position. Dahil mataas siya, any moment no, na dahil sa gravity, pwedeng ma-convert yun into kinetic energy. We also have the elastic potential energy, katulad na itong nasa arrow. This is a stored energy hanggat hindi nire-release ng archer yung pana niya, hindi magagamit yung elastic potential energy. These are energies stored in stretched or compressed springs, rubber bands, yung mga tali na nakastore, nakastretch, or compress. And you also have the chemical potential energy, katulad ng mga nakastack sa battery. Kasi ang battery, di ba, hanggat di nagdidikit ang positive at negative niya, hindi pa nagagamit yung energy. Kung nakastored lang siya parang sa mga power bank. That is chemical potential energy waiting to be stored. Example pa din yan ay ang fuel. So hanggat hindi sinusunog ang fuel, hindi siya magagamit. So that is energy stored and waiting to be used later. Let's talk about the kinetic energy. This is the opposite of the potential energy. This would be the energy that would be transformed when the potential energy is being used. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Gumagalaw na siya or ginagamit na siya. Unlike dun sa gravitational potential, chemical potential, at elastic potential, they are being stored or nakastock sila. But in this type of energy, in the kinetic energy, it is the energy of motion. Anything that is moving is said to have kinetic energy. Even now that I am talking, I am using kinetic energy. So yung kinain ko, like for example, the food, is chemical potential energy. Hanggat hindi ko siya kinakain at hindi ko siya ginagamit, it is considered a chemical potential energy. Pero ngayon, na ginagamit ko na siya, dahil ako yung nagsasalita, I am using kinetic energy. That potential energy is being converted into kinetic energy. We measure the amount of energy in joules. Increasing speed of motion or mass of the object will increase the amount of kinetic energy. The faster the object, the higher the kinetic energy that is being used. Example of kinetic energy presence in this one, when riding a motorcycle or a cheetah running or a player of football catching a ball, it's a kinetic energy. Anything that is moving or in motion uses kinetic energy. And as I was saying a while ago, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. This is state in the law of conservation of energy. Hindi siya nawawala. So yung dating kinetic energy, mako-convert lamang siya into kinetic energy dahil gumalaw na siya. Another example of that is a rock placed on a high ground. So halimbawa yung bato, nasa taas siya ng puno. Halimbawa, nasabit siya doon. That rock possess a gravitational potential energy. Kasi anytime na malaglag yon at may tamaan, pwede makasakit or makasira ng gamit. That is a potential energy. Once na, halimbawa, humangin at nalaglag siya, ang paglaglag niya from the tree to the ground, meron siyang kinetic energy ulit. So, mako-convert niya yun yung kanyang potential energy. Let's see, is this a potential or kinetic energy? So, let's talk about this picture here. This is a kinetic energy. Siyempre, picture lang siya, hindi gumagalaw. But in real life, yung nagsusnowboard, nasa mid-air siya o nasa air siya, tumalon. So this is in motion, this is kinetic energy because this is an energy in motion. This one, yung bungee jumper natin, dito sa ating slide, this bungee jumper here, possess a gravitational potential energy hanggat hindi siya tumatalon. Dahil nandun siya sa height, no? Medyo nasa elevation siya o merong altitude, nasa taas siya. This is a gravitational potential energy. Pero once na tumalon na yan at siya ay hulog na, meron na siyang kinetic energy na gagamitin. At kung mapapansin natin, may tali siya, no? Yung bungee jumper, may tali yan, tapos parang gogoma, sabi nga. Meron din siyang elastic potential energy. So, nandito siya sa ibabaw, gravitational potential energy. Pagtalon niya, that is kinetic energy dahil nga gumagalaw siya. Pagdating niya sa ibaba, magkakaroon ng stretch yung kanyang tali. That is elastic potential energy. At dahil merong stretch yung tali at nakahatakin siya pataas, gagalaw na naman siya, that is kinetic energy na naman. And then mahuhulog na naman siya, that is gravitational potential, dahil nawat na naman siya ulit, and so on. So, convert lang. This one is potential energy. This is a chemical potential energy. So, bakit siya naging chemical potential? Kasi ang football player, habang hindi niya pa binabato, that is a chemical potential energy. Ang mga energy na naka-store sa kanyang muscles, no, sa kanyang arm. So kapag hawak niya pa lang yan, that is a chemical potential energy. Once na binatunan niya yan, magiging kinetic energy na siya. Dahil yung energy na naka-store sa kanyang muscle will be converted into kinetic energy. And this dog here, and mid-air din siya, tumalon siya sa tubig. This is a kinetic energy because the dog is in motion. So, tumalon siya. Nasa mid-air na. And we're talking about the LCE or the law of conservation of energy. As I was saying a while ago, energy can never be created nor destroyed. It's just being transformed from one form to another. Example of this is the roller coaster. As we can see here in the diagram, in the flowchart, the roller coaster, yung ating roller coaster at the beginning, dahil nagsimula siya sa mataas na lugar, it has a maximum gravitational potential energy. And then, kapag siya ay bumaba dito sa slope na to, that is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. And then, pag umakit siya, pag pumunta niya dito sa taas, maximum gravitational potential energy ulit. Pag bumagsak siya ulit, that is kinetic energy, and so on. Ibig sabihin, the energy is not being destroyed or created, it's just being transformed. So yung energy niya from the beginning is just being transformed to kinetic, back to potential, and then kinetic and potential. So yun ang law of conservation of energy. Hindi naman nawawala ang energy o hindi naman ginagawa ang energy. At the beginning, it has the energy of potential at pino-convert niya lamang ito sa kinetic, pabalik sa potential at pabalik ulit sa kinetic. That is the LCE, or law of conservation of energy. Now let's talk about the different types of energy that are present in our daily life. So pamilya tayo dito kasi everyday in our daily life na encounter natin ang mga ganitong energy. We have the mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the energy possessed by an object due to its motion and its stored energy of position. It can be kinetic or potential. An object that has mechanical energy can do work. Katulad na itong wrecking ball na to, or yung crane natin. So this is an example of mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the presence of a potential energy and kinetic energy. Kapag nako-convert niya ang potential to kinetic and vice versa, yan tinatawag ng mechanical energy. Katulad na roller coaster. From potential, nako-convert to kinetic and back. Katulad na itong ating wrecking ball. So meron siyang potential energy and then kina-convert niya into kinetic energy, and it has the ability to do work that is mechanical energy. Ulitin lang natin, kapag mechanical energy, nako-convert ang potential to kinetic and vice versa. Hindi yung basta lang meron siyang, ay sir, may makina yan. Mechanical energy na. It could be, pwede, kung ang tulad nito, yung ating crane, may makina siya and it converts potential to kinetic energy, yan ay mechanical energy. Pero kung basta lang nakastop yung crane natin dyan, kahit may makina pa siya, hindi naman siya nakagawa ng work, hindi mechanical energy. Next is the radiant energy, also known as electromagnetic energy or sometimes known as solar energy. This is the energy that is coming from the sun or from light waves. We feel this as heat, nararamdaman natin, mainit siya, and we see this as light. Example of this is heat from the fire, heat from the sun. So radiant energy. So the earth, main source of energy is the sun. Always remember that the main source of energy on earth is the sun. Nagsisimula pa rin ang lahat sa araw. Sir, ang energy natin, nakala ko ba sa fossil fuel? Saan ba galing ang mga fossil fuel? Sa mga namatay na hayop noong unang panahon, di ba? O paano sila nabuhay? Kumain sila ng halaman, for sure. Paano nabuhay ang halaman? It's because of the sun, because of the photosynthesis. It all traces back into the sun, because the sun is the main source of energy on earth. Next is the electrical energy. We are very familiar with this one since our homes now are equipped with electrical energy, and it powers up our gadgets and our appliances as well. We are using electrical energy into day-to-day basis, from a simple charging of our phones to using appliances such as washing machine, air conditioners, blowers, electric fans. So electrical energy is energy from electricity. Electrical energy is often converted from other forms such as chemical energy from coal through process to become electricity. Electricity in our home is the best example of this type of energy. And this electrical energy has a long process bago siya naging electrical energy. It could be a hydroelectric power or a coal power plant or a wind electrical energy. But the best example is the electricity in our home. Next is the chemical energy. Chemical energy is a type of energy stored in molecules. It could be in batteries, it could be in food, it could be in fossil fuel. But always remember na ang chemical energy needs conversion bago siya magamit. Kailangan mo ng chemical reactions such as the battery or yung charcoal. Yung charcoal natin, no? Chemical energy and why? Kasi hanggat di natin siya sinusunod yung uling, hindi natin siya magagamit as yung energy na nakastore sa atin. Even a piece of paper, papirasong papel, ay merong chemical energy. Kapag sinunod natin yan, ay magkakaroon tayo ng makukonvert siya into radiant energy, yung fire. So, chemical energy. Yung food naman, hanggang di natin siya kinakain, nandun yung nutrition, nandun yung substance. Pag kinain natin siya, tayo ay magkakaroon ng energy at makapagtrabaho. So, makukonvert siya into kinetic energy. Next is the nuclear energy. We are familiar with this one dahil napag-uusapan na ulit ang paggamit ng nuclear energy. It comes from the splitting of an atom or fusing two atoms together. When an atom is split or fused, a huge amount of energy is released. Example of this is how the sun and other stars make energy and the nuclear power plant. We have here a nuclear power plant and the experts are now studying if it's safe to use. If possible na magamit natin ito, it would be a really great help for us in energy department ng ating bansa para naman ma-solve ang expenses natin sa paggamit ng energy. But somehow, we should study it a little deeper pa dahil medyo delikado itong nuclear energy. But with the great research, I think this will be very useful. Many countries are using this type of energy decades and decades ago pa. So, medyo natuliwan na tayo. And next, we have the thermal energy or heat energy. Sa ibang book, ginagamit is heat energy. This heat is the flow of energy from high temperature to a low temperature. Always remember that heat travels from hotter region to colder region. So, laging papunta ang init sa mas malamig na lugar. Heat is the flow of energy from high temperature location to low temperature location. So, laging papunta ang mainit sa malamig. So, kung pagtatabihin mo ang dalawang bagay na isang mainit at isang malamig, ang mangyayari ay mababawasan ng init ng isa at madadagdagan ng init ng isa na mas malamig siya. So, remember, hotter region. So, remember, from hotter region to colder region. We are talking about the LCE or Law of Conservation of Energy, that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So if the energy doesn't get destroyed, where does it go? Energy is never destroyed. It transforms into one of the other types of energy. As I was saying a while ago, hindi naman nawawala ang energy, convert lang siya into other form. Those different energies become useful to us through the process of energy transformation. Energy transformation, also known as energy conversion, is the process of changing energy from one form to another. In physics, energy is a quantity that provides the capacity to perform work or provides heat. So, ang mga energy ay hindi magiging useful sa atin hanggat hindi siya nako-convert. A battery is useless to us unless gamitin natin siya to power up something or to do something. Tama? Ang food ay magiging useless sa atin kung hindi rin naman natin nako-convert into energy. We are able to walk, to run, to do things kung tayo ay kumakain at nako-convert natin yung food na yan into energy. Tama? Ang electricity, hindi naman magiging useful sa atin yan hanggang di natin siya nako-convert into wind or to sounds, nagpapasang tayo, or to light, kung nanonood tayo ng TV o nasimbi tayo ng ilaw. Kailangan natin ma-convert ang mga energy na to para maging useful sila sa atin. So this is an example of an energy conversion present in hydroelectric dam. So sa mga dam, paano ba sila nagpo-produce ng electricity? So ang ginagawa nila is kinukulong nila yung tubig at dahil masyadong marami yung tubig na yan, pinapataas nila, it has a potential energy. Yung potential energy na presence ay gravitational potential energy. Present siya dito sa ating reservoir o dun sa pinag-iipunan ng tubig sa dam. Once the water reach a level that is high enough for it to produce a gravitational potential energy, i-release nila yan dito sa penstock o dun sa maliit na tube dun sa ilalim ng dam. And the gravitational potential energy of water will be now converted into kinetic energy. That kinetic energy will do work dahil siya nga ay energy in motion, paikutin niya yung turbine. That turbine will be connected to the generator, and that generator has a magnet, kaya meron tayong magnetic energy, electromagnetic energy, and it will power up the generator and i-charge na niya yung mga batteries doon para hindi sayang through the power lines. Masasave dito yan, yun yung ating potential energy ulit, chemical potential energy ulit, and then ita-transmit na yan sa mga bahay natin, electrical energy na naman. So from the potential energy on the reservoir, converted to kinetic, converted to chemical dahil sinave muna sa battery, and then converted ulit into electrical. So that is the energy conversion present on a hydroelectric dam. So energy transformation, we have the mechanical kasi nga from uh, potential to kinetic yun, kaya tinawag na mechanical energy. Diniscuss natin kanina, para matawag na mechanical energy, kailangan meron siyang potential at ma-convert ulit sa kinetic. That is mechanical energy. And that is the energy transformation, mechanical, the water, and then the turbine, and then it provides electricity. Can you cite another energy transformations present in this picture? Katulad ito on cars. Ang meron dyan ay gasoline, di ba, sa mga cars. Ang gasoline, it has chemical potential energy. Once in-start ang engine at na-convert ito, it will be converted into mechanical energy dahil magiging from potential, yung chemical potential, umandar ang kotse into motion, naging kinetic. That is mechanical energy. In this laptop, pwedeng ma-convert ang electrical energy or kung naman naka-battery siya, chemical potential energy, converted into sound kung nagpa-sound ka, converted into light kung nanonood ka. In this wrecking ball, from potential to kinetic, pinag-usapan na natin kanina, yung nakabuelo siya. And this one, this is a glow stick. Yung pag binali mo, nag-glow in the dark. This is a chemical potential energy converted into light. Ito naman ay battery. Chemical potential energy ulit. Pag ginamit na natin, it could be electrical energy and then converted into sound kung sa speaker ilalagay, converted into light kung sa flashlight naman. And this one is a light bulb. So electrical energy converted into light energy. May naisip ka ba na iba pang example ng conversion of energy? I-share na yan sa ating comment section. I hope may natutunan kayo sa ating topic for today. Remember, energy could not be created nor destroyed. Natatransform lang siya into other form. Kita-kita ulit tayo sa susunod na topic. Ako sa Saral at salamat sa panonood ng isa na namang tutorials.